It's the Cornermen Radio live with Barzini and back tonight. Shout out to the whole LDBC. Yo, what was your thoughts on the Callum Smith and George Groves, man?
Oh man, good fight. I texted you after the end of round one. I texted you, yo, Callum Smith just hurt Groves. He hurt him. I could see it. Hit him with the right hand on top of the head. He's just bigger, longer, stronger. I predicted him to win this tournament. Came true. George Groves is a good fighter, though. Hats off to him. Be looking for Callum Smith. Who's he going to fight? Probably Rocky Fielding. You could have Eubank versus Degale winner. So Eddie Hearn got himself another champion. And damn, in good fashion, Callum Smith knocks out George Groves. Hit him in the back of the head, though, to close the deal. He knocked him down, and then that shot in the back of the head was a motherfucker. But I thought it was inevitable that he was rocking him. That 1-2 was on point. He was lining him up all night for it, But Groves was trying to make adjustments, and he was trying to win the fight. You could just tell, though, that it was Callum Smith's night. He was strong, man. He's 6'3", 168, big dude. What was your take? I know you won a bet.
Yeah, I won the bet, man. But what I really wanted to talk about is where are we going to see Callum Smith next? I know he's the Diamond champion. He's been the mandatory for the WBC for a long time. And he was hoping Dirrell would fight in the tournament, Anthony Dirrell, but he didn't. He declined and entered the tournament where he would have got the biggest press of his life, but he chose not to. And David Benavidez is now the crowned WBC champion. So let's talk about Let's talk about David Benavidez. We know he's going to smash Anthony Dirrell. But let's talk about Callum Smith. Since he's the Diamond champion, maybe he might want to have a unification. Two tall, big 168 fighters.
Yeah.
What's your take on that matchup?
I love that matchup. I think before I go into that matchup, I think there's a big four, or at least a big three. You got Ramirez, Callum Smith, and Benavidez, and they're literally big three. They're big 168-pounders, all over 6'2". I think they're all like at least 6'3".
Plus the IBF champion Jose Uzcategui.
And then that's the big four, Uzcategui. But I want to see Uzcategui. I don't know if Uzcategui's style when he gets in there with Benavidez. You know what I mean? We'll see Uzcategui later tonight, actually. So hopefully he looks impressive too. That's a heavy, big four up at 168. But Callum Smith versus Benavidez would be an amazing fight. I think Benavidez has the better chin. But it's not like we don't know. Callum Smith's the type of guy that might I could see that dude get dropped and get up and fight harder. That type of dude. But, man, the UK might have the best Smith brother. All those Smith brothers, one of them's got to be the real deal. Holyfield. Shit. I don't know. Like, I like that. I knew that. That's one of the fights, like, Ramirez, Benavidez, Smith, and Smith, Ramirez, and then throw Uzcategui in the mix. Right now we have a big four. I don't know. Honestly, like, it gets to this point where then you can't really, it's hard to predict. Now we just got to see the fights. So you got the Final Four, you know what I mean? Just like basketball, March Madness, you get that Final Four. This tournament just added one of the Final Four pieces. Now we just got to see the fight. That's my take on it.
Well, my take on David Benavidez and Callum Smith is a really great fight, and also the Ring Magazine made Callum Smith and George Groves fight for the Ring Lineum and Ring Magazine and the Lineum at the 168. So Callum Smith just got the Ring Magazine title plus the WBA title and is still the Diamond Champion. So Callum Smith just earned the #1 spot with just beating one. Well, he won fights in the tournament, but he beat one credible name, and that was George Groves, who had his biggest win of his career, beating Chris Eubank. But David Benavidez, man, is a different type monster, man. Is a different kind of beast. And I know George Groves is going to give him a war. I think Callum Smith is better than all of the Smith brothers when it comes to Stephen Smith, Paul Smith, and Liam Smith. But David Benavidez, if he fights David Benavidez, I know he ain't going to fight him next because we know Dirrell and David going to fight first. So Smith might take the winner of Degale and Eubank winner, or he might fight Rocky Fielding, have a little.
Didn't he already beat Rocky Fielding, though? Now that I think I've seen him fight Rocky Fielding before.
Oh, he did? I don't
yeah.
remember. But what I can say...
He fought him back in, 2016, I swear. Yeah.
But what I can say now, man, I'm just happy to see these guys fighting each other. We know who's the #1 168 fighter out in the UK. Now we want to see Callum Smith come to the America and show his display what we see in him. We want to see how great he's in, and David Benavidez is a guy that is going to show what kind of caliber Callum Smith is. Because if he beats David Benavidez, then we can really say this man has to be pound for pound a fighter, definitely in the top 10. Because if he beats David Benavidez, man, oh, man, that's a whole different story. But I still got David Benavidez going to win that fight, man. I think David Benavidez is just a different kind of monster. And it's going to take a guy like maybe, I'm not sure, I have it a 50-50 with Ramirez, Gilberto Ramirez, but you know what I mean?
Let's break this down, though. Uzcategui's fighting on ESPN tonight, right?
Mhm.
So that tells me that I believe that Ramirez is finally going to get a big fight after he does his rematch with Jesse Hart. I think we were all thinking Uzcategui was eventually going to go against Benavidez. But now that I see him on ESPN tonight, I'm starting to think we're going to get Uzcategui versus Ramirez. So that lines up.
Well, here's the tricky thing. Caleb Plant says he's going to fight Uzcategui. If that's how you pronounce it, we might pronounce his name Uzcategui or Uzcategui or whatever the case might be. Jose. No, we know he's mandatory is Caleb Plant. He has to beat Caleb Plant first. The IBF are very strict with mandatories. Now, Caleb Plant will have to decline that, then it will be a different story. Then we will definitely see Jose versus Ramirez after Jesse Hart rematch. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fights.
They'll throw Caleb Plant step aside money. I don't know. They'll do something. But Caleb Plant could fight Caleb Truex.
Caleb wants he won a shot because Caleb ain't get a shot. He ain't fought nobody. He's fighting on these low cards.
Why is Uzcategui fighting on ESPN then? I need that answer right now.
He signed. I told you he signed the Zanfer promotion. They signed the ESPN. They signed a deal.
Yeah. But there's one person that's running shit at ESPN, and his name is Bob Arum. I'm just sorry, he's running shit over there, and he has something up his sleeve with the whole fucking ordeal with what's his name at 140, Regis Prograis. not getting his shot. I just feel like I could see things happen before they happen sometimes. I just see and Ramirez has been dry, bro. He has been starving, thirsty for a big fight. They got to rerun the Hart fight, which wasn't a bad fight, but, you know, Jesse Hart's going to come up short again. Uzcategui, like, you know, what is he doing? He's stalling. Like, this dude Ramirez, Zordo, has a Mexican fan base, and they're thirsty for, like, a good fight like Uzcategui. Caleb Plant, he better be – see, Caleb Plant might end up – I like Caleb Plant, but I feel like, you know, that Porky Medina step-up fight, Porky Medina sucked in that fight. He was wearing a knee brace. Yo, if I was Caleb Plant and his people, I understand you want a title shot, dude, but don't go get beat, you know. Go fight Caleb Truex, and then that's a good warm-up. Then possibly a Benavidez.
Uzcategui to me, besides, I don't know, I can't. Callum Smith got a great win.
Callum Smith's going to chill with that belt over there for at least one fight or two fights. And then hopefully
one or
we
two
get
fights, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't see Uzcategui. I don't know how good is he because he got already how many losses? He got a couple losses already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I didn't see the fight. He lost to that dude. He lost to the dude that Andy Lee sparked, Matt Korobov.
Matt Korobov.
I didn't
you
see
know what I
that
mean?
fight.
So I
can't.
I can't rate him. And David Benavidez said he knocked him out in sparring. So it's like, do I? You know what I mean? If that's what I'm hearing, you only beat Dirrell.
I was so happy when Plant and Uzcategui was made or whatever talked about. I forgot, was it made? I don't. You know, Caleb got hurt. I was hyped for that fight. But when Caleb got hurt or whatever, I'm like, fuck it. And Uzcategui, we should be getting now. Uzcategui's on ESPN, so I'm like, since he's on ESPN, he had to make moves. If Plant, we don't know. You know, I'm not saying anything. It is what it is. This dude gonna go get that Ramirez money. If Plant, you know what I mean? He would have gave Plant. Plant got hurt. I mean, you can't. What the fuck? It is what it is. Tell the IBF this dude got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Bad timing to get hurt. The fuck? You know what I mean? Shit. You know?
All right, but let's go on the next topic. Let's go on. I know we can talk about it some more on the next topic. Like, subscribe, comment, click the icon bell.